Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a different type of video. We're going to do a fishing related video. One of the things that's a giant pain in the behind when you're fishing is when you throw all the rods in the back of your truck, and then when you get to your fishing spot, they're all tangled up or they're hooked into stuff. I went and got some holders, some rod holders off Amazon, and I drilled them into the top of the topper. And that worked, and they didn't get tangled up. But a lot of times Grayson would have to shimmy all the way in there, or we had to get a ladder and go to the side of the truck and put them in from the sides. And that was a giant pain in the butt as well. And it wasn't so easy for me to get in there, being a big boy and my back's all jacked up. So what I did was I built something that would work better. And what it is you gotta open this up. It's this guy. Now, this thing is awesome. It slides out about 4 feet, okay? And then what it is it's aluminum. It's made out of aluminum T-slot. And then it's got some holders I got off the Amazon. It can hold 20 rods, and it's very easy to get them in and out. You just do that. Boom, you got it. They can't fall out. We've got this stainless steel slide that goes all the way along here. And then it's got these little bearing little slides, this little square jobby right there. That wraps around this stainless steel pole. And that makes it so it'll slide. And the frame is basically just attached to those slides. And then that slide is attached to that stainless steel bar. I'll put a picture of what I got and a link to where I got it in the description. But basically you can see here, if you see that little guy right there, this little thing, right? That little black thing right there, that's a little bearing. It has bearings that just wrap around the stainless. And so when you slide it, it just slides across that, and it's hanging there. So yeah, and this is not that heavy. This maybe weighs like 20 pounds, even with all the rods on it, maybe 30 pounds max between the frame and the poles. And then also you'll see these two little black little jobbies right there. Those are, so when you pull it out, if you're on an incline, when you pull it out, you've got something to latch it to so that you can actually go here and put your rods in. And what it is besides the frame, the T-slot frame and the slide hardware, it's just these little holders that you can get off Amazon that hold 10 rods. One end of it has just got holes on it like this. And then the other end has these little foam little jobbies. We've driven probably a few hundred miles with this setup, and not one of these things has fallen out. Why do I have so many rods? Because I've got 3 boys and they have their friends come. We might go in 2 or 3 different vehicles to go to a fishing spot, and all the rods are in here and all the other fishing gear. The other cool thing about this is I can open this, and I can open this guy, and this can operate fully independent and not have to mess with this, and this cannot operate independently and not mess with any of this stuff down here. And usually what's happened is I've probably got some of these tools that are sitting in here, and I don't want to get them messed up, and I don't want to lay the rods on top of them. So that works, and then this works. I put little rubber foot. There's a little rubber foot jobby right there. And that, when it goes back, that hits into the top of the topper. And then in the back, there's another set. So we got 2 in the front, we got 2 in the back. And when this closes, it pinches that between the front and the back door. And then that way, this thing doesn't move back and forth. There's no play in there. Well, I went to a store here in Denver called, I think it's called Torpy Denver, and they sell T-slot, and they sell all these T-slot accessories. That's where I got those little jobbies. And so I might have gone a little overboard on some of this stuff. But I really think that everything. I mean, I almost used every single thing that I bought from that store, including all this little hardware, these little right angle little brackets and the nuts. And you can see I had one of them in here from something I did. So you put these little nuts in there, and then you can just screw into, like with a handle or with whatever, and it just pulls into that nut, and that's what cinches it in there. I got all the hardware and all the little accessories that I got. I pretty much used every single possible thing. And yeah, we've been using it for at least a month or so now, and it works great. I can also get to it from the sides if I need to, from, you know, through the access doors here. The other thing I wanted to say is you can see those T-slots that are going along the topper roof. So those holes in the topper, those insert holes were already there. With this is a Smart Cap topper, but it had 2 holes on each one of these like cross sections. And so I just installed the T-slot bars into that. I put my stainless steel slides on those cross pieces, and then I put my bearings on the stainless steel slider, and then I just mounted the T-slot frame to those. Now it's only holding it up on these first 2. And then I've got 4 feet of frame that is just basically hanging. And the reason I had to do that is because you'll see those slides, see, they've got to slide pretty far forward, those bearing hold things. They've got to get pretty far forward in order for me to get 4 feet of access outside of the rig. So you can see I've got plenty of room here. We'll lock it, and then that allows me to get to everything. And if you're taller, if you got longer arms, you could literally reach all the way to the back there. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you've got a better idea or a way I could improve it, or if you think there's another thing I could use. Like I said, I kind of looked into using plastic sheets. I looked at using Unistrut and closet or door hangers, all sorts of stuff. But I think this was a pretty good thing. In terms of costs, I'm gonna say maybe $500 all in, between the T-slot, the hardware, the slides, these little jobbies off Amazon. I want to say it's around $500. I'll put all the links to all the different things I can think of that I got. I'll put all those in the description. Thanks, guys. Hope you like it. Bye.